Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Green Hands, and this is 4 ways that you can protect your garden whenever you're out there, because there's pests always around us. Let's go. First things first, if this is the one that I will go for, because I grow always organically. This is a slug and snail killer, because I have a serious issue with slugs in the UK. I go for one, and I'm growing, as I say, growing organically. This one is suitable for organic growing, and it's absolutely amazing. It's only lasts about 10 days, but if you go for your really heavy dose ones, they're so toxic, it seriously affects your plants. I am not going to be doing that. I'm trying to keep away from all the chemicals, and as much as possible, you can try your best to do. These are my beautiful pumpkin seeds or plants, and they're doing really well. So I try to keep it just at the root, or just so a circular motion at the root there, not really putting it on the plant itself, just to kind of keep a barrier. Is really having a barrier around it, and it's super amazing, just to kind of keep those sluggy buggies away from eating my little suckers, which I'm not happy about. I've had many problems with them in the past. I'm just trying to make sure I minimize the effects of them. I don't want to get rid of all the slugs. I just want to minimize it and protect my plants as much as possible. You know, I will leave something for them to eat later on down the year. The next thing that I use in my garden to protect myself from pesty pests is neem oil. I love it. It's amazing. It is a bit concentrated, so you really have to make sure you use it proportionately. You don't want to put a lot of it in there and not, mix it well with the water. So I literally have a big old canister. It's about a 6 liter. I don't fill it all the way up. At the moment, I got it about 3 liters, which is about maybe 3/4 of a gallon in the US. And I put about 1 cup of this neem oil in there and shake it all the way around and pump it, and I spray it onto my thing. But do not spray neem oil in hot or very cold weathers. It doesn't do well. In the hot times, you can have issues with it basically burning up the leaves of your plant, and that is not good. In the cold time, it doesn't do well either in this another way. So I'm going to show you how I do mine. It's literally about maybe almost 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the evening now. The sun's gone down, and I'm going to be spraying them because I have a few aphids which are driving me bonkers. So let's go and take care of those using our lovely neem oil, which is a natural, organically used a naturally organic used form of pesticide. It's part of nature. Let's use nature to help nature itself. After you pump it up, you just want to give it a little shake. Make sure the oil and the water is mixing, because you know how difficult that can be. Give it a really good shake. If you ain't got energy, ask your husband to do it for you, or try to do your best. Have a look at these guys, because these are aphids. They are horrible, and I really want to save some of the seeds off these. This is a snowball turnip that I let go to seed, and look how many seeds I have to save, and I do not want to lose it. So I've just shaken it up, and I'm going to just go straight through to get rid of these all pesky little things. They're literally a pain in my backside. And the greatest thing about neem is literally it doesn't affect the soil. It's not a poison, it's not a chemical. It's a natural organic, and that oily substance that's in the neem will create a problem for them, because they will start to dry out the aphids and protect the plant, or my seed pads in this case. So I'm gonna do it. But the one thing about when you're using neem, you really want to apply it again about a week or 2 time, because obviously it does wash off and disintegrate into the atmosphere, and you want to make sure you want to reapply that to protect your plant. See, because I have a massive amount of slug issue in the UK, okay, there's a lot of other issues in it, but I find that I have a lot of slug issue. There's another way to actually catch and trap them humanely and not using such great chemicals. You have your beer. Doesn't matter what type of beer. Beer is perfect because you're creating a trap for them to go. I have a sort of shallow, not too deep tray. I'm going to fill it with my beer and catch some slugs. And once they do, you just pitch them out. No harm done to your plants, and you're protecting yourself as well. And you're not adding chemicals to it, because the yeast is what do the trick in this. So I'm going to open my can of beer. It's kind of like giving them a happy ending. They won't feel nothing because they'll be technically intoxicated. Let's put this down before I spill it. Let me get myself a bit more. So I'm just going to fill this up, and the yeast in there will basically get these bad boys coming over and have a drink. Ooh, I am not an alcoholic. I don't drink. So if anybody does drink, I know you're gonna probably say, "Why are you wasting good beer?" Yeah, I'm wasting good beer to save my plants. You can actually use a smaller container to do this, but I just prefer to use a bigger one because I want to get a lot of them in there and attract more away from my plants. And then I just throw the whole thing away and just keep the process. It is a costly process, but it can be used to protect your plants as well. So I've left it there, or I could have used a smaller container and dropped them around the allotment, and I might do that another time and really and truly get me protected in my garden. But that's the main idea, is to protect everything that I have and to keep them growing. The next thing I use in my garden, and that is using marigold. Marigold is a beautiful, absolutely amazing flower. Not just the fact that it literally brings a lot of pollinators to your garden, it does have a great and amazing smell that actually keeps other bugs away from you. Right now I have a lot of flies in my sweet potato patch that I have here in my okra, which is getting on my damn nerves. I'm sorry about the swearing, guys, but it's really doing my head in. It's getting on my nerves, and I just want to make sure I protect them. So I went to the shop today. I said I do have some marigold at home. I do have some marigold at home, and they're a little bit smaller. So I said, you know what, I want to get something going right now. So I popped to the garden center and I picked some up. I've got a beautiful and amazing marigold French fireball, and they are amazing. They're beautiful. And I've got another variety here that is a triploid yellow marigold, or marigold. So they are looking good. They're just beautiful. So this is one way to kind of keep a lot of pests. It's not just the white flies they're going to protect, but they're going to bring a lot of pollinators over to your garden and help your garden to protect itself in a natural way. So I'm going to pop 4 marigold in here, 2 of each variety, and see if that can help me protect my... Definitely need to see if I can help myself to protect my sweet potato and okra patch here, which is it's affected me slightly, guys. Not gonna lie to you, it's affected me. So yeah, it is what it is, eh? Because I want to protect these plants, man. I'm looking forward to having some sweet potato this year. So I'm gonna pop these in here because they do give off a beautiful and a really distinctive smell, and it will help in one way to keep them away from the plants and my leaves, because I definitely need to have my okra growing nicely. It's the first time I'm having them in my growing season, and I do want to protect them. So yeah, let's see if these marigold do well. Let's sprinkle a little bit of water on them and see how they turn out. I might add another one. I might get one of the smaller ones from home and stick it in there, but I'm going to pop these guys in around my other beds that is around us. As you guys can see, they're always around, and it's going to help. It does help your garden in a massive way. Guys, check it out. Everything that I'm saying to you right now, check it out yourself and see what works for you, because not everything that I've explained to you works for you. But if you just use maybe even a combination of all of them, you just never know, or anything, try and try again. Never give up. Pest is something that we're all going to deal with. It's nothing new, but you can add these things to your garden that will help you protect your growing season and protect your crops, and that's what it's all about, without causing harm to your garden and causing harm to the planet. The planet is in devastated moment. It's in a bad state at the moment. So let's try to do a little bit to help the garden, help the planet, and help yourself. God bless. This is your boy, Mr. Green Hands. I'll see you guys next time. Please, and before I click out and say furthermore than that, thank you everybody that is watching me, and thank you everybody that I actually appreciate all the comments that you guys leave for me. It's beautiful, and I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Thank you so much. It's a blessing, and I hope you guys are blessed as well. Have a good day. This is your boy from Green Hands.